Right, I'm just going to have a quick word about adding colour to your Andy Warhol style picture of the sweet wrapper. And when it comes to adding colour, I'm going to give you a choice. One, you might want to use paint. So these block paints, watercolours here, fabulous painting material. Two, you might want to use pencil crayon. And what I just want to do is do a very quick demonstration about how we go about using both the materials, just to refresh your mind if you've not used them for a while. First of all, regarding the paint, the most important thing to start with is have a variety of paint brushes, because there's going to be some small areas, some larger areas. And quite simply, if I'm going to do the lettering on this one, with this particular picture, I'm going to go for as close to the original colours as I can get. So I'm going to go for the red lettering, and quite simply with this paint we just add some water to the block and it goes into the liquid state. Get a nice coating of colour on your paintbrush, and then quite simply we start to paint into the shape. Now what you need to do to make sure that you get good sharp edges is work with the tip of your paintbrush going along the edges there. Can you hear the cat in the background? There we go, let's let the cat out of the kitchen. There we go. Let's do that there. So working round there and just working into that. Notice I'm always using the tip of my brush going to the edge that I want to paint towards. It can get a little tricky at times. You might want to move your paper around to make it easy, or you can quite simply just work into it like that there, and that's coming down there, and then we just fill that in there. And once you've gone round that edge, then quite simply you can fill in the rest of the colour like so. So in other words, this is not something that you rush. You take your time, and I always say you stroke the paint onto the paper. It's called brush strokes, and that's literally what you're doing. You're stroking that onto there. Okay. And the other thing to remember is, if you're painting a colour next to what you've just painted, please make sure that this colour is dry first before you do the next colour. So if I was to paint the white onto there next, I would have to let that red dry, otherwise they'll blend together. You won't get the sharp edges. Okay, so that's regarding the paint. What I'll just show you as well is the pencil crayon. Now with this one I'm going to use unusual colours to decorate this. Again, rather like Andy Warhol, I'm going to go for something totally out of the ordinary, and obviously this one's backwards, doesn't matter at all. So if we're using pencil crayon, again we're going for the same sort of idea, in that first of all it's always easier to go around the inside edge of the shape. That helps you to stop going over the edges. No, I'm not looking for you to scribble all over it. I want you to see, I want to see care, I want to see quality. However you put the colour on, got to be quality image. So you can see here how taking my time, small pencil crayon strokes backwards and forwards, up and down, taking my time and very gradually building up that image. You will get a much neater finish if you follow this sort of method. Okay, so going along there, keep those strokes quite small, up and down, up and down. You don't want to be doing, that's not going to work. So just going like that and filling it in, and if you can, try and keep your pencil crayon going in the same direction rather than all over the place. If you can, just try and do it, and you will find it easier to do that if you have gone round the inside edge first of all. just going around there, and then just fill that in like so. So two very quick reminders there as to how you go about adding the colour. And you see that with the pencil crayon, nice solid colour. You can hardly see the pencil lines that you've put on there. Okay, so that's two tailor tips for adding the colour. We're going to be starting off doing the realistic colour, and then we're going to go on to unrealistic colours. Okay, have fun.